one-woman show, This Is How We Heal, is a long process. It wasn't like some overnight thing, some like 1 month thing. It was literally my sophomore year of college. There was a writing prompt that everyone was asked to do, write their own one-woman show. And I remember trying, and my roommate did, and I couldn't. I had the idea, I knew I wanted to write about my family, and I was so scared. And then I just gave up. And my roommate, she wrote her whole one-woman show. And then 3 of them were selected to be at the Hip Hop Theater Festival. And they went to New York, and they performed. And I remember watching her rehearse, watching her, memorize lines, seeing her pictures. And I was like, that's gonna be me one day. Like, I'm gonna get my one-woman show together. And as the years went by, like, I struggled. I was so scared to write my truth. And it wasn't until, as I got closer to my 25th birthday, so about 3-4 years ago, when I revisited this. And I just had this moment of like, I think I'm getting too old not to be able to talk about this, like not to be able to touch this story that I know is holding me captive. And I just had this belief that like, if I could just tell it, I would be lighter. Like it wouldn't be a stronghold, because it literally felt like it was pressing down on my chest and my throat. Like it really felt physically like it was pushing me down. And I was like, what if I shared it? Like what if, and I started getting excited, like what if I just like shared my story? Like I wouldn't feel that weight. Like I would be able to move a little freer. I would write another story, and so I couldn't write it. I started with movement. So I began just dancing in the studio, lights off, maybe some music, and a movement would start coming. And then I would add on to it. And then after the movement kind of developed, that's when the writing came. And the writing came with the help of photos. So I use photography, different family photos, and I used the process of filming. So I would film myself during my improv sessions by myself, and I would go back and look at the footage and just take like 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute of like something I said or a metaphor or a line, like anything that would jump at me. I'd be like, okay, this is gonna be in the show. And I would do that for weeks. And then on my birthday, with a small intimate few, I shared this like improv, like, I don't know, just a blurb, like a part of my mind, I guess. And I shared the photos. The photos really helped me guide my story. And the feedback and like getting it out was just like so freeing and amazing. It was not just, it was my birthday, we celebrating, but like I am lighter. I am telling my truth. I am walking in my purpose. So it just felt so good. And then I just got feedback of like, you got to share this, you got to edit, you got to do more, you got to share with more people. And so I was like, okay, I do, but I need some help. That right there took a lot out of me. So I hired a creative team. I worked with Shannon Mateski as my director. I worked with Lauren Whitehead as my dramaturg. I worked with Orlando Hunter as my dance advisor. And I worked with Kristen Grimlich as my light and stage manager. And when I tell you working with people like really catapulted it, like working with Shannon, she really gave me sound advice of like, this is a 3 to 4 year commitment. Like it really started helping my mind shift of like what it means to be an artist, what it means to create a one-woman show. It's not like you write it and it's done. And she really helped me to work on the story. She was like, you need to have a strong story, because then it will stand the test of time. Like then you could do it in 2 years, in 3 years. And it's so crazy because that was 3 years ago in 2016. And now it's 2018 and I'm still here with my show. And yes, it had some like edits and reiterations. Like 3 years ago, it was like 20-minute excerpts. Today it's a full length 50 minutes with a live band. So it has grown so much, but the process has constantly been truth and committing to it.